everyone, and thank you for joining the talk. Today I will be speaking about building the blue economy through seaforestation. My name is Verbeek and I work for an environmental impact organization called SeaForester that is dedicated to restoring the forgotten forests in our oceans. So what is the problem today? Marine forests are disappearing at an alarming rate worldwide, and unfortunately there is a real large disparity between our current efforts to restore and the scale of loss. Now, if we look at the current loss of marine forests and the typical scale of restoration projects, which are very small, we would have needed roughly 300 million projects in 2021 alone just to keep pace with current declines. Now, this of course is a very crude calculation, but it highlights this large disparity and the real need for effective upscaling strategies to match the scale of loss that we are experiencing today. The proposed solution to this issue is something we call the blue front yard approach. So this approach looks at shallow coastal marine systems in a very holistic manner and aims to restore healthy seaweed forests from degraded seascapes using multi-sectoral collaborations between local authorities, science, industry and community groups that implement scalable restoration solutions. One such solution is the green gravel method. A real key aspect of this approach is also to leverage blue economy industries that together can propel a transition in the scale of marine forest restoration, and this is really needed today. SeaForester's business model is built to accommodate exactly this approach. So we bring together business, science and capital to provide the needed services to implement seaforestation projects in the blue front yard of coastal communities. And these are some of the key blue economy industries that should be involved in seaforestation. So the restoration industry can really take a lead and coordinate and implement restoration activities and even provide financial support. The seaweed cultivation industry can significantly upscale our production capacity of something like green gravel by supplying commercial scale quantities of seed stock to restoration practitioners. The fishing industry, and here we generally talk about local artisanal fishermen, they could also even be paid to go out and deploy the seed material over degraded reefs. And with green gravel, the beauty is that it is very easy to deploy, so it can be done by anyone without any specialist knowledge. The marine tech industry, and in particular monitoring tech, will also become increasingly important when we are trying to assess restoration success over large spatial areas. Because conventional approaches, just using scuba divers, are just not feasible both in terms of logistics and cost effectiveness. Now, if we're looking to restore kelp forests from urchin barrens, which is still a huge problem, especially in northern parts of Norway, local fishermen could even go out and harvest sea urchin from these barrens and thereby support restoration initiatives. If an urchin ranching industry exists, then the fishermen could even sell the urchins to those enterprises that can transform them into a high-value seafood product, which is urchin roe. Now, urchin roe is a marketable resource, meaning that marine forest restoration from urchin barrens actually comes with its market-based incentive. So, by leveraging these economies, seaforestation can really diversify the income stream of these businesses and build increased financial resilience through these novel supply chains. Further than that, developing further market-based incentives for marine forest restoration using, for example, carbon, nutrient and biodiversity credits, we can in the future also tap into further financial support and funding streams to really get seaforestation implemented at scale. But marine forest restoration also comes with many environmental and economic benefits that will support blue economy growth. Seaweed forests provide many ecosystem services with great environmental value, for example, for tackling current climate and environmental challenges. But at the same time, these habitats also provide an immense economic value to a huge variety of industries. So for instance, the seaweed industry will benefit from enhanced seaweed biomass that they can harvest for human consumption or other purposes. The fishing industry really benefit from enhanced fisheries resources because of these highly productive ecosystems. And the marine tourism and recreation industry will benefit from the rehabilitation of these beautiful and biologically diverse habitats that recreational ocean users and tourists are looking for. So overall, marine forest restoration is of immense value to society by supporting a healthy planet, providing food and creating jobs. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation.